Started work with Mario in 2007 at Northern Iowa, and I didn't know much about him at first other than I really liked him. I moved on to Oregon, eventually became the quarterback coach and offensive coordinator.
He's got a wide open receiver, touchdown, Oregon!
I had Marcus Mariota as a sophomore, and I didn't want to mess him up. The best guy I knew to learn from a technique standpoint, was Mario. Had a chance to hire him as a quarterback coach, so brought him down to UCF. We recruited a really good quarterback down there, and man, Mario just made light years of difference in his play from his freshman to sophomore year. And a lot of our success had to do with how well our quarterback played, and Mario was the biggest part of making that happen.
I'd seen tape on a young guy by the name of Adrian Martinez out of Clovis West High School. One of the first 3 clips on his highlight tape, I just had this notion in my mind. It just reminded me of Marcus Mariota.
He was the top quarterback on our board for that year. So once we made the tough decision to move on and come to Lincoln, he was my first call.
The offense fit me perfectly. The relationship I had with them was unique and something I could really bank on. Coach Purdue, he does a great job of helping us piece all these things together in our offense, and part of that is putting things into categories, how we key and read certain plays.
Martinez into the open field. What a move he made in the backfield. Looking for the pylon. He's got a touchdown.
Instead of a young guy having to remember 500 pass plays, those pass plays can fall into one of 10 categories. Those categories generate particular pictures in a quarterback's head, number one, and it generates a particular script question that he needs to ask himself to understand what to do with the ball. Not 5 million things, but one thing.
When I started getting a hold of the offense and starting piecing things together, the categories help me currently so much. Be quicker with my reads, quicker with everything.
Adrian's kind of an example of where the entire team is and has been. I'm sure he wasn't as confident in game 1 as he is now. Now he's to a point where he's playing at a level that is among the best in our league and maybe college football at his position. And I think his growth has been in lockstep with our team's growth.
I have been plagued with migraines. My triggers are light red wine. Can you friggin' believe that? Red wine. God almighty.
Mario's unique. That's the best way to put it.
Martini? 2 olives?
Just for you.
Well, I can tell you this, Coach Purdue's kind of gained a little bit of a following here in Lincoln. People love him. The accounts here post about him. I've seen several Husker Twitter pages with him as their profile picture.
He's the best at what he does. He can actually help a quarterback fix mechanics. Mario has made a lifetime out of studying it.
I love to read about motor behavior, the biomechanics stuff, and I enjoy reading philosophy and theology. Bill Walsh made such a unique statement, and he talked about the quarterback position in a way that I had never heard before. He made the comment about, a coach needs to be loyal and he needs to be a technician and know everything about the position he coaches. Being a knucklehead, I really took that to heart. All right, so what you did is you went through your mechanic, right? Yeah. You did your business, and that foot basically ended up here. So now we're going to be wide again, so just try to get it underneath here. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just know Adrian and Mario hit it off, and I don't know exactly why or how. I'm not sure how anybody hits it off with Mario, other than he's so likable.
Just remember, we don't want him to get set, right? We don't want him to get set. We want his motion going, then let him go, right? We don't want him getting set.
He focuses on every little detail you can imagine, whether that be my feet on a certain play, where my eyes are.
Think about what we got to do as quarterbacks. We got to drop back to pass, yes? Keep our eyeballs downfield, throw the ball to a moving target who might be guarded. Well, 4 or 5 maniacs are trying to rip our frickin' head off. It's the most open environment skill in all sport. Well, there's a methodology for teaching that.
Every little aspect of playing the position of quarterback, he's analyzing and doing his best to make sure that we're getting better.
The essence of my job is to teach you how to rapidly acquire and retain power. The quarterback will be able to acquire the power and humility to lead, command, and critique his teammates. That's the behavioral objective. Well, how is that accomplished? That's accomplished through performance. How is that accomplished? That's accomplished through the detailed work ethic with regards to the development of skills. Yes? I stay laser focused on that.
People in Nebraska are probably no different than anybody else. They like personalities and they like a character. And Mario might not even be a character. He might be a caricature of a person. I say that with all fondness.
It's interesting because when you think about it, I spent my whole life figuring out a way how to prevent stupid interceptions and near misses.